Whether it was due to lack of understanding of the script or because of scheduling conflicts, there are many actors who turned down very famous movie roles and eventually regretted it. Do you want to know who some of these celebrities are? Patrol Clip just shared 5 of the most well-paid actors that really regretted not to take a role in a film. Number 5, Sean Connery as Gandalf. The former James Bond actor was offered $30 million by Warner Brothers to play Gandalf the Wizard in the fantasy films directed by Peter Jackson and 15% of the franchise's box office. Despite that, Connery turned down the role because of his concerns over the script, and it eventually fell to the lesser-known British actor Ian McKellen. I read the book, I read the script, I saw the movie, I still don't understand it. Ian McKellen, I believe, is marvelous in it, said Connery. Instead, he accepted a part in the critically panned film The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which lost $12 million at the box office. He has since retired from acting. The Rings trilogy went on to make $2.9 billion in box office takings, with the first film alone raking in more than $1 billion. If Connery had accepted the Gandalf role, his 15% of those takings would have been worth $450 million. Sorry for you, Mr. Bond. Number 4, Tom Cruise as Edward Scissorhands. Both Tom Cruise and Robert Downey Jr. were seriously considered for the role. Cruise was interested, but his need-to-know curiosity ended up costing him the part. Cruise wanted to know how Edward went to the bathroom, says Thompson. He was asking the kind of questions about the character that can't be asked for this character. Part of the delicacy of the story was not answering questions like, how does he go to the bathroom? How did he live without eating all those years? Tom Cruise was certainly unwilling to be in the movie without those questions being answered. Are you serious? In the end, it was Depp looking to shake off the teen heartthrob image he had acquired through his starring role on cop show 21 Jump Street. The movie wasn't going to address those types of things, and Cruise wasn't interested in doing it unless they were. Burton wasn't prepared to redo the story to accommodate those ideas and refused to give the film a happier ending, so no Tom Cruise in the movie. Number 3, Will Smith as Neo in The Matrix. Today it is difficult to imagine The Matrix without the participation of Keanu Reeves. However, the Wachowski sisters planned for Neo to be played by Will Smith, who at the time was living a moment of great fame. Why didn't it happen? According to him, in 1996, he was in a very crazy period of his life, and all thanks to the success of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This allowed him to get a place in the Independence Day cast that same year. Shortly thereafter, in 1997, he starred in Men in Black in the company of Tommy Lee Jones. The Wachowskis did not hesitate to look for him for their masterpiece. Unfortunately, the first meeting was a complete disaster. The actor said he didn't understand the plot of the movie and believes that he wasn't smart enough as an actor to play the role well. Don't worry, Will, neither did I. He admits he's not proud of having chosen Wild Wild West, but that helped us to see the perfect role for Keanu Reeves. Smith said, if he had because he was black, Morpheus would not have been black. Then he would have ruined The Matrix, so I did everyone a favor. Good for us, Will. Number 2. Al Pacino as Han Solo in Star Wars. The Scarface star presented himself as an artist aware of his legacy but humble about it. He commented that he tries not to think too much about his great films as achievements and prefers to use an optic that sees each film as part of the same work by an artist who always seeks to be as diverse as he can. However, Al Pacino does not stop regretting having let go of the opportunity to be part of the legendary Star Wars saga. Before The Godfather, Pacino commented, there were no directors interested in working with him. With this film, things changed and Pacino has tried to stay open to various offers, but also given him the clarity to see what it was worth. Here's how. I do not regret anything, although I have made several mistakes. I have chosen certain films poorly, or I have not taken pains for certain roles. Everything you do is part of you. Turning down Star Wars was one of my first big mistakes. I also didn't want a script by Terrence Malick. All of that is in my personal museum of mistakes, along with other good scripts that I let go. Harrison Ford managed to land the role and catapult himself into Hollywood stardom. Number 1. John Travolta as Forrest in Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump and Pulp Fiction. Both films had several Oscar nominations, but Tarantino won only one statuette for the Best Original Script, while Forrest Gump won 6, including Best Actor. The actor turned down the role of Forrest Gump to star in Pulp Fiction. Travolta later admitted that turning down the role was a mistake. Though it's impossible to imagine anyone but Tom Hanks playing the role of Forrest, he was far from Paramount's first choice, with the studio seeking out numerous other high-profile actors to play the part. Certainly, the film would have been very different with Travolta in the lead, and it's tough to imagine for the better. Similarly, others like Bill Murray and Chevy Chase turned down the role. We probably don't need to explain every single way in which Chase would have been so wrong for the role, don't you think? Well, until next time, and share other topics below on this matter if you're interested.